Indianapolis hosts New England, with the Patriots having won the last 8 meetings. Can Carson Wentz do something Andrew Luck never did and defeat them? We'll find out on EA Sports.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Colts getting ready to take over for the first time, and you're going to look at their 6-year quarterback in his first season wearing the horseshoe. It's Carson Wentz.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Throwing now is Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. Wentz to Doyle there, first down, Colts.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Time to get our first look at the Patriot offense and quarterback Matt Jones, the rookie out of Alabama, the number 15 overall pick in 2021.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
There, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on a punt for New England. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now Jones on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Dietrich Wise make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. 3.5 to go, first quarter. And they run with Harris off the option. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Julian Blackman bringing him down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return, it's Rodgers. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Dante Hightower on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 44. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. To throw is Wentz. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try and get him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. The give to Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New England trying to get a place on offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Darius Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Play fake here on 1st down.
That's to Myers, and what a grab.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Stevenson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. He'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz now to throw. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wentz now on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Matt Judon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coach. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for second down. They run with Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An option handoff given to Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. On second down, right back to Hines. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard. Working from the gun, Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. This is Hines. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They run again with Hines. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
New England's offense set to go.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, he finds his man, complete. It's Doyle. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd and 10. Jones.
He gets this to Coulter complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jones off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
To try again after the sack. Wentz, he finds his man, complete. That's Doyle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
From midfield, here's Wentz.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz, he finds his man, complete. That's Doyle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Wentz to throw again. Left side, Doyle with it. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that one.
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge field. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So Frank Reich had it right as his guys win the challenge.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Jones. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now Jones to throw on third down. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Wentz now on first down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He finds his man, complete. That's Doyle. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Brings up 2nd and 7. To throw is Wentz. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Let's go. On first down, Taylor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Now he's forced out left. And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, Wentz throws this one right side to Pascal. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Patriots' 18-yard line.
52's the mic, boys, 52. Here we go, D. Mike 52.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he's going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
Dances by him. And able to get him inside the 5 here. Just inside the 5, about the 4.
70 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now Jones and the Patriots down 17-14.
A minute 53 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Jones.
And that'll be incomplete.
2nd and 10. Jones. That's going to be caught by Coulter.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now Jones.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
To throw is Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 61 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On second down now, it's Harris.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Decision to be made on fourth and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But fourth and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
The Patriots send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And down he'll go at the 25.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
What can Wentz do now with his drive? Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Wentz now on first down.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this way, and the call is going to be overturned.
The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Here's Hines. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Wentz on third down. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, a big first down here at OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed more time to get it done, but put this one in the red column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 3 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one.
That we were. I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Indianapolis, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.